What's going on, good people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy, Gaming Dad. I'm back. Another Monday in the bag. We just started though, but it's a new Monday. What's going on, good people? Epic new killer. Welcome, man. Go ahead and get y'all chimed in. CMG, what's up, CMG, my boy? In the building. CMG Gaming. Y'all should follow him definitely on YouTube. His content is pretty funny. Hold on, get you chimed in. CMG on the board. My man Chris came into the building. Mimi North is in the building, representing. Listen, I ain't gonna tell you what I just did. Hold on, let me mess that all up. Trying to type in names and talk at the same time. AST, the real AST is in the building. You know, you guys can be just like Mimi and Griff Mendez. Y'all can sign in on both your YouTube and your Twitch account because I'm broadcasting on both. And give yourself two opportunities. We get on a free Nintendo eShop card. What's going on, Mutant Gaming? Welcome to the stream. I hope you can stick around for a little while. You know, you don't stick around. You chime in. But listen, the mere fact that you chime in and say what's up, man, speaks volumes. Steve M in the building. All right, let me see if I missed anybody. Let me go up to the top. Did I get Epic New Killer? I did not get Epic New Killer. It just sounds like that name should have a killer. 7-Eleven. Stormtrooper of Doom has been hitting the stream circuit pretty tough. Get those notifications. See who else. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start from the top. We got Twitch Gang in the building. Got Mimi North representing. I don't know why it started out so small down here. Let me see if I can move this over to the side. Let's make Mimi a little bit bigger. There we go. Mimi North in the building, a.k.a. What is that? Oh, it's Charizard. Sir Dandu. Good evening, my good sir. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get that sound bite. Good day, mate. I need to get that. Dang darn, man. 234 is in the building. Hello. Welcome. Of course, my boy Stormtrooper Doom. Epic new killer. CMG, what's on with you? Chris Mendez is in the building. Hey, listen to a very wise woman. If you got to chime in there, take the opportunity, man. Hit that like button, man. Definitely helps the channel. We appreciate all that you do. Griffith's in the building. Saying what's up to Stormtrooper. Hey, left a like on all three of my accounts. That's what I'm talking about, man. Give Sir Dan New the bomb today. Yes, sir. Did you get a creepy postcard in the mail today? I didn't. If I did, my kids got the mail, so I have not seen the mail yet. But I will check. All I got to say, Gaming Dad, RE Village is insane. Oh man, listen, this is my last official week of school. This last week we'll have kids. And then we get graduation, and then hopefully the beginning of next week things will open up for me, and I won't have so much. I've been crazy busy, man. Just absolutely crazy busy. But that's all right. That's on my plan. That's on my agenda. I'm gonna do some this summer. I'm gonna rework my little man cave room / studio / everything. I'm gonna purge some stuff, throw some stuff away. Rearrange some things. I got my TV right here. I might put it a little higher. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to do, man, to kind of make this this kind of / studio / man cave more functional. That's my plan for the summer. I got to get some games in. Let's see. Let's see, Sir Dan Dude. What you mean, Steve? Huh? Everyone knows what Steve you're talking about. Is it anyone else playing SMT, Nocturnal, HD on the Switch? Anybody playing that shit? Megami Tensei? I listen. I ain't gonna lie to you, Steve. I was like, man, this is gonna be a game I pass on. Is it? I just got too many. My backlog too tough. If it's not like and I get games coming out like I'm really gonna play Mario Golf. I really gonna play Mario Golf. I can't wait till that game come out. Hold on, let me get some more people signed in. Steve M's alias is on the board. Steven said, I got a weird postcard in the mail today. It says that they're coming. A bunch of people online got similar cards too. Oh, buddy. Woo. First of all, how they get your address? That's my thing. Like, how did they get your address? So, right. If anyone here plays 2K right now, 2K21 is free on Epic Games Store. That is true. I read that today too. And thanks, shout out for Community Gaming. He sent me a text message earlier. Let me know. He said, hey man, Trey Young did it to the Knicks. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen, I'm rooting for the Knicks. Even though I'm over here in Atlanta, I just don't root for Atlanta. I like Trey Young. I'm a Pistons fan, so I really don't have anything to say. My Pistons were absolutely terrible. They showed bright spots this year, but Trey Young, whew, man, that was a dagger. That echo you did with killer. That's how I want to announce your name for going forward. It's gonna be Epic New Killer. He said those darn Hawks. Yeah, man. That Trey Young, he gave y'all something to think about. I'll be on my third playthrough. God, Stormtrooper is that good, man. It's got to say something. Excuse me, good people. I got something in my eye. It's got to be something if you play it through 3 times. I'm good to play it once and a half, let alone 3 times. The postcard has a phone number on it, and if you call, there's a strange recording. It sounds like it could be a viral ad for a game. Okay, let's see. That's dope. If they went that far to do that, that's dope. Might be some like Silent Hill type stuff. You hear about that Hot Wheels game coming out soon? Yeah, I did hear about that. Well, once again, it's Hot Wheels. Like, I'm on my second RE Village playthrough. My goodness, I got an infinite amount of ammo. Okay, all right. Now, see, that would make it fun. Okay, see, when they do stuff like that, that makes the game just stress out just a little bit more. I'm definitely with that. All right, Dead by Daylight is getting a Resident Evil killer and survival play. Yeah, that's been out. We've known that for about a month now. But yeah, that's coming soon. I just don't know the date off the top of my head. I don't trophy hunt often, but this I want to plat. Okay, listen, I get you. See, I had to go off to the side. If I was to drink that right now, this would sound like. You want to hear it? Just want to hear. Crazy sound. Well, people, yes, listen, man. My weekend was crazy. I had to do a photo shoot Saturday morning, and the kid is a senior, but he's a special needs senior, and he's a self mute. That means he can talk, but chooses to not talk. Hey, Geeky just got in the building, and so I had to do his photo shoot. And he did extremely well. His attention span wasn't the best, but we were able to motor through it and get some things accomplished. So I had to do that photo shoot first, and then I had to go DJ a wedding. And the great thing about the wedding was some kids One of the groom I coached and his wife now was the manager when I was coaching him, and they stuck it out and got married, and then I'm never camera shy, so I always have my camera on my hip with me, no matter where I'm going, and went and took some great shots of them at the end. Even though they had their own photographer, I wasn't trying to step on their toes, but me, when you a photographer, you got to be about your business. So I was about my business. I was gonna take advantage of that opportunity. You got scenery, you got setting, you got lighting. It's like, man, I'm taking advantage of this, and was able to get a good shot at them. And you know what? It was right at the end of the day too. They had, everything was done. They did their last dance, and everybody kind of was gone, and people were starting to clean up, and they just offered me, allowed me to take this picture of them, and we was outside getting tore up by mosquitoes. Whew. But they hung in there, and it was a beautiful shot. You want to take a look at it real quick? Let's take a look at it. I love this shot. Let me see if I can get to that. Yep, there it is right there. Beautiful shot. They gave me an opportunity, man. I went in and was able to get it. And shout out to my daughter, who probably is not watching, but she should be. But man, that's a that's probably one of my best, and I'm so grateful for the Harrises to allow me the opportunity to do that. So that was dope. Had a good time. All right, good people. See, we can. The wheel is popping off. Uh oh. See, when it does stuff like this here. Okay, no, I think we good. Let's see. Oh man, I might have to reset. Sometimes it does that when I have to. All right, there we go. It's spinning again. Usually it don't stop like that. But yep, busy weekend, and then I had to go to work yesterday. Came home, and then I had to get up this early this morning, like around 4 in the morning, to go to work again. Oh my god! Then go to school, then come home, and then I'm here tonight. I'm so tired, but that's what we do. We do it for the love. Yeah, photography and this right here, man. Like my passion outside of my family right now. Love doing this here. Let's see no, Muted Gaming. You do not know who they are. Loving your picture on Instagram gave me that. Oh, thank you, AST. Listen, I'm working. It's nice when you find something that I always love gaming, but I've always loved taking pictures. People that know me from my middle school days. I was the guy who walked around looking dorky with a Polaroid camera. If you remember the Polaroid cameras didn't have flash. You had to buy flash. You had to buy the film and you had to buy the flash. And the flash when it came, it was like one bar of it. So I didn't buy a lot of flash, but I bought a lot of film. So I have a ton of Polaroids from my middle school days. And in high school, I took a lot of 35 millimeter shots with this disposable camera. So I've always had a love for it, and now I'm in a position where I can buy some high-end equipment, and which I did. And I bet on myself during the pandemic. The pandemic, it was like, listen, Dave, you gotta do some other things. And so that's what I did. Man, I don't know what it is where you guys are at, but I tell you one thing, it is hot. It was hot today in Georgia. Woo. Hot. I was so happy yesterday. First time I seen my daughter since the coronavirus. Oh man, listen, man, listen. Go ahead. One time for Stormtrooper, man. Listen, anytime, man, you could be. My son is way off in Michigan right now, going to school, and shout outs to him. This is his last semester. So proud of him. But every time I get an opportunity to see him when he comes home, man, I'd be so grateful and so glad. So I know the feeling, my brother. All right, let's see this. Sir Dandu says, my school is doing a TikTok talent show for the last day of school. My friend and I are thinking of skateboarding for our video, which would be dope, especially if you get somebody to record you doing some tricks. If you can do some things where you kind of doing things fast and do some slow motion, I think that would be dope, man. I have 3 fans on and it's still melting. Yeah, it's we have air conditioning, but not my man cave. I have that's something else I'll be working on this summer. Everywhere else in the house. Nope, this room right here, buddy, with these lights on, be cooking it, brother. So if you hear a little noise, that's my fan. It's directly on me. I had to have it tonight. If I didn't do it tonight, I'll be sweating. Shout out to Source of Life Clothing. They one of the sponsors of the channel. I love to wear their stuff, man. Good quality clothing, man. Source of Light Clothing. Check them guys out. I like to represent them whenever I can. CMG, woo-wee. 90 degrees in the NYC, huh? My goodness. That's one thing. I couldn't live in New York when it's hot. Couldn't do it. And people that live in New York, man, you know what? Shout out to you guys, man. Anytime you live in a major populated city with public transportation, you know what? You tend to stay in better shape, believe it or not, because you're constantly walking. I better drink this water kind of conservatively. I know I don't get that much of it. I gotta drink it throughout the night. All right. Let's see. So we got. See, we got like a house from. Oh yeah, yeah, got the old house. So before it is AC. Nah. Ooh wee. I would pray for you this evening. I would pray for you. Cause one thing I hate is uncomfortable sleep, and I hate when it's really hot and try to sleep. It's the worst. One thing I loved about being up in Michigan, and being up in Michigan was nice in the summertime because even though it could be hot, you was always surrounded by constant breeze because the state of Michigan is surrounded by bodies of water, and you would get that strong wind off of Lake Michigan and vice versa, that strong off the Detroit River, and man, it would just flow right over the city. And you can sleep with your windows open, man, and no matter how hot it was, you would still get a breeze, and it was the best. It was some of the best kind of sleep you can ever have. All right, good people, listen. Go ahead and get into some news. Let's see, am I right? Yeah, I think I'm on. Didn't want to do that. Show y'all all these apps I got pulled up. But man, there's a lot of good news today. No, I'm take it back. It's not a lot of news, but it's all over the place. So I wish this app gave me the ability to kind of coordinate or be able to reorganize which articles I want to and prioritize that. What if they did that? That would be dope. Or maybe once again it could be a operating error, and knowing me, I probably don't even understand it. Only what I think tonight I'm going to record my show. I don't never record it. I be forgetting, but I'm gonna record it tonight. All right, this is your boy Gaming Dad. The day is May 24th, Monday. And we're going to go ahead and get into some great news. First up, we're going to talk about God of War being exclusive to the PS5. I think this is a great move for Sony. They should have done this. They should have had games from the start, just besides Demon Souls. I think Demon Souls is exclusive. And you got internal, but I think having Spider-Man Miles Morales might have made them more money. But if they'd have put that strictly to a PS5, you talking about demand was already high. Demand would have been crazy high because people would have been mad, but people would have really wanted the PS5. I mean, yeah, that'd have pushed them over the barrel. So I think this is a great move for them to have the next God of War to be a PS5 exclusive. More than likely, this game is not going to come out to 2022, sometime next year. If this game came out this year, it would really surprise me. This would be one of my surprises. I'd be like, I'm going to do a prediction. We're going to do a prediction show, I think. Is it next week? Next week's the 31st. Yes, I think next week will be our prediction show. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm also doing a segment for Nintendo Dads. Nintendo Dads reached out to me and asked me to do my top 3 predictions for E3, and I hope that I got some good ones. I've been working on it already. I just got to do the video now. I think I got my selections. I'm not gonna reveal them right now, but I think I'm about ready to make the video. So I'm gonna make a video. It's gonna be a video presentation. I'm gonna send the video off to them, and which I think is a dope concept. I'm glad them guys did that, and I'm glad to support them whenever I can. So, but back to the story here. I God of War. I have a great love for God of War. Nobody else in the chat has a love for God of War like I do. It's to me is one of my. It is probably my favorite PlayStation franchise. And that's saying something because I really like Uncharted, but I think God of War was like that was the series. It's like okay, and it wasn't really God of War 1 was good, but God of War 2 was just like oh my goodness. And then God of War, the beginning of God of War 3, that's how you start games off. I don't know if you guys like hip hop music. One thing I used to like about for those who from Atlanta, from this area, I'm a big fan of Ludacris. And one thing I should like about Ludacris' album, especially in the beginning parts of his career, his like very first 3 albums, he always started his album off with a really high energy song. I mean, something that was just like punch you in the face all the way around. And from lyrics to the music, it was just always high energy. And to me, that's how God of War was. God of War 2 and 3. I mean, they just started it off like you're in the battle right out of the way. It's no build up to it. It's like let's get it. And I love games that start off like that, and it automatically grabs my attention and keeps me all the way through. So I wish more games took that motto and say, hey, you know what? We're going to start you off right in the heat of things. Griff says, I need an X-Men game by the fight. Listen, that would be crazy. That would be crazy to have them do a kind of a RPG strategy game for X-Men. And I think the bad part, I think it would work. I think the story would be crazy dope. I mean, it would sell. It would sell. Today, the Resident Evil reveal for day. Oh, okay. Today is the day. Yep. So you guys played Dead by Daylight. You know what? They got the Resident Evil, expansion. I don't know. Stormtrooper, are you going to stream that? Oh yeah, what about you, Muted Gaming? I know that's up your alley too. I know that's one of your favorite games. Are you guys going to stream those? If you do, just let me know. I would like to better chime in. What's going on, Benj? Benj in the building. Hold on. Yeah, man. I'm gonna jump out of this story real quick. Type in Benj's name real quick where I got him, so I don't forget him. Benjamin 4206. Got you in, my brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome to get back to these stories. Now, so Benj, you haven't missed much, man. We just kind of talk about, we just started our first story. God of War Ragnarok is said to be only releasing on the PS5. Now, of course, this is all rumor. It's not official. It's according to notable leaker. I'm not going to. Naftra? I don't know. Charged in my head, not to my heart. God of War Ragnarok, which is the tentative title of the next installment in the series, will be only arriving on PS5. This assertion was one of that, whatever his name is, made a while back, but was recently discovered as a talk surrounding the game has once again become prominent in the weeks prior to E3 and Summer Games Fest. I don't know if you can lump E3 and Summer Games Fest in the same sentence. I think that's disrespectful. Summer Games Fest is something that was branched off because E3 couldn't go through last year. So are you guys? I have not played Knockout yet. I will because it's free. I think it's free on all platforms for like the first 10 days, if I'm correct. But I probably will play it on Xbox if I do play it. That or the Switch, one of the two. Let's see. So I streamed on my Discord already. I streamed on my Discord already. It should stream. The trailer is pretty short. Okay, gotcha. But damn, is it good? All right. Okay, good, good. Okay, so it probably won't release for about 2 weeks. All right. And I have not played Knockout City. Have you played it, Stormtrooper? Has matter of fact, has any played Knockout City? You know, we could segue, even though I don't have a story for that, but we probably should have talked about Knockout City. I know it's free on I think they're releasing it free on all systems. I think for the first like 10 or 15 days. Something I read about that. I don't know if anybody played it yet. It looks, I mean, it looks decent. I just, you know what? I'm not gonna be playing no games until next week. Next week is when I kind of just like lose myself and start getting into it. So many good rap songs during my time in high school came from Atlanta. Yep. The best was Z93 Jams. Came to our senior picnic with a DJ. Oh my goodness. You know what? I started DJing like for real. Like, I mean, when I started getting hired was like 2002. You know, right in the height of crunk juice. And everybody know what crunk juice. You know this. You know, all you gotta do is think of Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and Lil Scrappy. And I think around the time Young Jeezy first came out. I mean, I'm telling you, those were good times. T.I., I mean, those were some man. It was a great time to be a DJ because all the music was dancing music. People dance for real. These kids don't. These kids, I DJ prom recently. I know this is a side note. I DJ prom recently, and you know what? I'm still playing songs. Let me give you an example. Flow Rider, Low, still playing that. They still dance to that. 1-2 Step by Sierra, still playing. They still dancing to that. To the Windows, to the Walls, Get Low by Yin Yang Twins, still playing that. And that tell you how, you know, at songs like Yeah, Lil Jon and Usher, these kids are still, when they dance, those were the songs they dance out to. Man, I tell you, classics. They'll never die. But some of this new music will not be classics. You know, some of this new music is here today, gone tomorrow. And I was like, I can barely mean it. I can like, I remember it, you know. Listen to this track. Girl, the way you do it got me in a trance. Yeah. No Hands. It's a must. Matter of fact, I played Crank That, Soldier Boy. I've played that at 3 proms this year, and they still went crazy for that song. Still went crazy. Oh my goodness, Steve. Shout out to Steve L. Boy, listen. I know this is video game shout out, I know. But I gotta tell you my early stories of DJing. This song right here that Steve just put up here. I don't know what it is about this song, but I would have groups who would hire me, say, hey, you can't play this song. And for good reason, because this song always started fights. It would start so many fights. I don't know what it is, but it's just one of them songs where they get it like, nuck if you, but I mean, they go getting crazy. Good times, man. It was a good time to be a DJ because you just sit back and, you know, you pretty much had like all the thing about all the internet videos you watch of people getting beat up and fighting all the time. You know, I was a front row seat to that all the time. Like this, I would play this, and so Lil Jon, boy, listen, they be coming up to the hey, play a slow song. Good old days, man. Good old days. Soldier Boy, tell him. Get silly. Yes, it's Soldier Boy. Do you know that Joker is still making money off that song? Still. That's why he listen. That's why he you know he can do dumb stuff like, you know, make a video game system. Who in here is gonna buy a Soldier Boy video game system? They need to be whooped. Yeah, classes are classes. You know what? You can never. I'm telling you, never go wrong with them songs. Never. Oh my goodness! Listen, that Fresh Prince and the Bel Air. Oh man, Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Hey Ben, what Ben? Listen, Ben, I'm mad at you. I'm Gaming Dad is upset at Ben. Ben, man, it's been like almost a month. Hey man, we missed you on the channel. Give a shout out to Ben, man. We'll go ahead and give him one of these bombs. That's right. Ben is part of bomb.com. We missed you, Ben. I'm glad you're back tonight. Let me go ahead and type you in real quick so I don't forget. Ben, when is your last day of school? All right, we'll come back to it. Yeah, man, good times, man. You know what? It's these songs you guys name right here that makes me, want to keep DJing. But this new music, man, I'm trying my best. But man, it has no substance, no rhythm. It's just Okay, I digress. School is out for the summer for me. Man, not for me. I got this whole week. We're not done until we done. Graduation is Saturday. Well, it's the graduation Friday. I gotta go to, and there's one Saturday. But yeah, then I'll be done. Then next week is like post planning, so I gotta go next week and clean my room up and get that stuff together. But I'm gonna try to do all that this week, so I don't gotta come next week. I can just come step in and say hey, and then get out. Okay, so Ben is done Friday. What is that? Kind of late is really good. What is that? Oh, her, yeah, yes. I mean, listen, there's some few. I'm not gonna diss. I'm speaking really to a lot of the hip hop and pop and R&B, because that's what I play at a lot of parties. It's some good ones here and there, but if you take it all, it's like I'll be feeling so depressed. It was times, man. I used to be up there dancing myself. I know the song's coming on. I'm getting ready. I'm all into it now. I was like, here's the next song. What did the sheep say? Bah. Oh my goodness. Ain't no half stepping. I'm the Big Daddy Kane. That's old school. Look at you, Mimi. I see you. Mimi. I see you. Where did Mimi come from? I like that name. Where did Mimi come from? Hey, Mimi. Every time your name comes on, hey, Mimi. Hey, girl. Yeah, man, we getting old school, man. I think I played at that wedding. I played, this is how we do it. This is how you do it. Oh, my goodness. Listen, this is the year. He has a new album. Listen, DMX has a new album coming out. I can't wait. I'm a DMX fan. I love DMX. Yeah, listen. Oh, you know what? I should have played that. I listen. You right. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Y'all remember? It's a 69 Boys. The butterfly. Oh, that's old. Let me see it to zero. Okay, all right. I know. We can do this all night, but I won't do that to you. All right, let's get to the next news item, man. Listen, man, this next item, man, this kind of hurt me, man. I mean, I was like, come on now. I just knew for sure, like, okay, it's coming. Hollow Knight is coming. Silk Song would not be showcased at this year's E3. What? What? I had my little John. What? Oh man. Matthew Griffin, a member of development Team Cherry marketing team, has confirmed on Discord that the studio would not be announcing anything about the forthcoming game at this year's E3 event. Griffin commented, was later shared on Hollow Knight official subreddit page. That's sad, man, because this is a game I am definitely looking forward to this game. This was right when I first got my Switch Lite. This was the Hollow Knight, the first Hollow Knight, the first game I played on my Switch Lite. And it plays phenomenally on my Switch Lite. 2D platformers, man, on the Switch Lite is, you get to your Switch Lite and get you a satisfied grip. Give you the little extension. Whew, man, the games is just so fun, man. Montel Jordan's latest album. He has Chris, how long ago was that album? That's a good question. If he got a recent album, I might have to look into that. But back to Silk Song, man. I'm 2019? Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing that with me. I would definitely. Wow. Is that the name of the album, or you're calling it a masterpiece? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. I am a Montel Jordan fan. He got a couple jams that's timeless. But yeah, a big sad about Hollow Knight not coming to E3 this year. Was definitely on my list of things to look forward to. I felt, at my standpoint, before I read this article, I was like, this is a shoe-in. Because after they did that article with the Verge magazine, and I think Verge, gave them a big blown out cover for it. I just knew that this game was like, hey, this game is happening, and for that not to be there, man, it's kind of crazy. Oh, Binge, oh my goodness, let me put your comment up on. Okay, it's titled Masterpiece. All right. Hey, listen, and I would definitely check that out. I know it's got to be on Apple Music, so I'll look into that. So I haven't played it yet. What's your choice, Hollow Knight or Ori? That's tough, man. That's like, you know what? You can take both of those games, man. Ori or Hollow Knight. You can put those both into a bowl and blindly pick. You're gonna win either way. I can't really even pick to say which one. That's tough, man, because I like them both. Oh, man. I think Hollow Knight is probably the tougher game by a slight smidget. But they're both great, man. It depends, that's a really hard question. That's a question I might have to put on the poll, like, which game really is the better game. But I would tell you, they're both worth picking up. Definitely, if you catch any of those physical copies out there, you pick that up. Yeah, Hollow Knight is really good, and Ori, and the second Ori. Listen, man. We've been blessed. We have been blessed. I mean, there's a lot of shovelware on the Switch, on the eShop, but man, it's a lot of great games. A lot of great indie games, man. This small developed games is like, whew. Okay. So that's my sad news. No Hollow Knight. Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're waiting for later in the year. Oh my goodness. When I'm alone in my room. Hold on, listen. I gotta put this out. This is. It said LL Cool J, my go-to for classic, phenomenal. Mama said knock you out. I need love. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove for the first time in my life. I see I need love. There I was, giggling. Listen, man, that's middle school right there for me. That's middle school right there. Give Stormtrooper the bomb for that. Man, listen, that's classic right there, boy. You picked out something like a phenomenon. Something Stormtrooper gonna make me go and get on my turntables tomorrow. Yeah, those are just great games right there. Great games. I mean, great songs. I'm sorry. So that happens when you mix the two together. Montel Jordan is doing gospel now. Is he? I did not know that. Okay. All right. Listen, now it's starting to come together. She takes my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over time. That digs on me. Somebody just entered my room. Who just entered the room? Oh my goodness. Listen, okay, listen. Listen. My wife, listen, I love my wife. My wife she is like thebomb.com. And we're such a creative household. And so my wife would say certain things and I pick up on it. And so for the past, like her Christmas, birthday, Mother's Day, I bought her gifts to kind of enhance some things that she likes to do. So my wife just made this shirt for my daughter. It came out so well. Look at this. Let me see. Y'all see her Tom Nook? She made this shirt for my daughter. Oh man, and it's nice too. It's infused. Oh, it's infused. It's not like this stuff right here. It's like it's on top of the shirt, but this is like inside. This is dope. Oh, buddy, my wife she don't understand what she just got into. She about to she about to be a shirt machine. Hey ya, do hey ya. Tell me about your mama. Tell me about your daddy. Hey y'all is a classic. You never go wrong. Right, listen, Benj. She is on point with the shirt. I said, oh my goodness. Wow, you know what? Listen, it took me a minute to kind of get her up to speed, but you know what, man, wow. Listen, Stormtrooper man is dropping he's dropping some bombs out here. You know what? Listen, man, the next time I gotta make my playlist for my next party, I'm about to get on here and ask you guys some questions. Man, listen, I'm nowhere close to Jamie, but Jamie, boy, that boy is talented. Love Jamie. You know what? Listen, for some of you older cats, if you want to really, really watch something super funny, I mean, like, your kids can't be around to watch this. This is one of the things. It's like, but it might still be on Netflix. It's Jamie Foxx, I Might Need Security. It's his comedy special. It's called Jamie Foxx, I Might Need Security. It is probably well over 20 years old, but it will have you in tears. It will have you in tears. He talks about the fight between him and LL Cool J. Because some people don't even know that. Like him and LL Cool J, they were beefing and they had a fight. So I tell you, if you want to watch something super funny from beginning to end, it's called Jamie Foxx, I Might Need Security. I don't know where. It got to be out there somewhere. It was on Netflix at one point in time. Definitely great comedy show. Highly recommend it. Yeah, Stormtrooper, he dropped a classic. Listen, people, you know what? It's a young generation who has no clue what In Living Color is. It's like, man, I said In Living Color was the birthplace of J-Lo. They're like, what? Yeah, J-Lo was a dancer. In Living Color. Now J-Lo paid. Why can't she just get married and stay married? What's wrong with her? Oh, listen, Stormtrooper, man. I don't know if I can hit it so many more times. Listen, I know my show is PG, but man, sweat from my balls. Wow, he's Stormtrooper. Man, listen, it's only a few. It's only a few people that I know who recognize CB4. I used to have that on VHS. Cause I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black. Man, shout out to Stormtrooper carrying through. That CB4 man was a classic. As I said every week, but Switch Pro needs to come. Shout out to CMG. It does. It does, CMG. I ain't gonna even lie to you. You are absolutely correct. But I don't think it's coming for E3. It's not. It's definitely not my E3 predictions for sure. Hold on, come on, act right. All right. Boop. Yeah, I don't think that's. I don't come in. Listen, this next story, man. This another. This first you had Silk Song, and then I got this story today. 2K new NFL arcade game has been delayed. God almighty. Man, that punched me all in the gut. Man. While we are very excited to once again be working with the NFL and the NFLPA, our first title under these partnerships is no longer expected to be releasing during the fiscal year to listen. So it's not coming out in the fiscal year of 2022. So we're not going to see this game until next year. It'll be fiscal year 2023. So I mean, next year past March. Yeah, so this will be it won't come this football season. It'll be next football season. Which sucks though. Which really, really, really sucks. Definitely looking forward to this game. Maybe it come off for the playoffs, which would be smart. Which would be smart if this came out for the playoffs. I'll be all about this here. Said, cause listen, I don't know about you guys, man, but 2K. I think 2K 2005, man. Listen, that game was head and shoulders superior to Madden, and Madden probably made the boss move of the century by going in there and getting those exclusive rights. That was the boss move of the century. I mean, whoever decided this is what we're going to do, you pay that guy. That's the guy you want to run your company because that guy had kahunas to say, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go eliminate them. They can't have a football game without the NFL players and the NFL teams. Let's go in here and get it. And, man, they just ran amok. Also, listen, RYYT, what's going on with you? Let me get you chimed in real quick. RYYT, it's in the building. Did anybody else jump in that I know of? All right, I think that's it. Listen, the chat going crazy over these old references. Ben's, hold on, let me bring the story back down. Jim Carrey got his start on Living Color. Listen, those Ace Ventura movies, classics, man. You can watch. Listen, I can watch that right now and be dying laughing. Dumb and Dumber, listen, Jim Carrey, man, he's a legend in his own right. I can't stop laughing every time I watch the film. Listen, you're right. You just can't stop laughing. Yeah, CB4 man was a classic, buddy. Woo, man. You know what? Listen, Family Members was cool. It wasn't my favorite, but yeah, Full House either. But Living Single, Fresh Prince, Living Color, man. Listen, this great shows, man. Great quality shows, man. Listen. I think somebody else talked about it in the chat. Ben said it. Ben said the Cosby Show. Let me tell you why. You know, Bill Cosby, for whatever in that industry, him as the man himself, like, we all are flawed in some form or fashion. Bill is flawed. And he did some things he probably shouldn't have done, hands down. However, his impact on motivating people to be better than themselves through his show and his writing will transcend and is continued to be transcendental to my own children. Like, listen, I went out and bought the Cosby. I went out and bought the whole series. I bought the whole Cosby series because I didn't want that to go away because of some things he done, because those shows were so impactful on the kind of person, I wanted to see myself as. We didn't have a whole lot of shows, even when I was a teenager, a whole lot of shows where you have, black people that were, professional and positive and a leader in the community. I mean, Bill was the doctor, OBGYN, he delivered babies, and he had a great family, and his kids were obedient. Listen, it was a great structure to how you should raise your own family. So I love Cosby Show. Loving different world made me want to go to college. So I know how to get off on a different tangent, but I mean, that just show you the quality of shows. That go back to the quality of music. Like, all of us is kind of vibing off that music because that music was of quality. It wasn't. You could tell that people wasn't just trying to make money; they were making music. This generation is about making money. The whole emphasis is about making money. What they're talking about has nothing to do with it. Storytelling. I don't know too many rappers that's really telling some good stories. I was listening to, I'm going to throw another old school one out there. Somebody's, I think Mimi North put out there, Ain't No Half Steppin', Big Daddy Kane, right? I went back and listened to MC Light, Joji Porgy, God almighty. This great storytelling. That was really rap music. You had battle rapping, and then you had storytelling, the art of storytelling, the Slick Rick's children's story. That quality of music, man, is just missing. I know, I'm sorry. I know we are a video game show, but man, listen, I'm glad I got people on here who feel my pain. All right, good people. So back to the story. I know we got on our tangent. We had those kind of ADHD moments, but 2K will miss this year. I'm sad for that because I was really, really looking forward to. Now, if EA is smart, EA would take advantage of this opportunity and put Madden on the Switch. Now, if EA smart, they would do that, and then, they would have a stronger hold. But if they don't, they wait. Boy, I'll be upset. EA did to 2K what the NFL the same way 2K did to EA with the NBA. Yeah, you're right. I totally agree. But see, you know what? I think the EA was more of a boss move. I'm gonna tell you why. Because EA knew they was losing their lunch. EA was like, listen, that 2K NFL 2K25, man, was a superior game to Madden 2005. Superior game in every aspect. And I had them both. But at least NBA Live was competitive, and I loved NBA Live. I wish they should bring it back, to be honest. Cause competition is good. And you know what? And you can find out, even with 2K, you can find out, like, they don't really have to do a whole lot, and people gonna buy it because it's the only thing smoking. But if they had competition, you know what, they'll push the envelope more. You know what, they got to be different, and that's what you're missing. I mean, I wish we had more competition. That's the reason why I would love to see 2K get back into the football scheme, because you know what, we need that competition. All right. So I love the conversation tonight, good people. Hope you guys are feeling and digging it too. Let's go ahead and let's get back and talk about this. Now, this rumor, I mean, really, really excited me. And and I think it's another great power move for PlayStation. Now, I'm not a what do you call it? I am pro Nintendo. I've always, and I would never stray away from that. But I'm pro gamer, and I'm a big fan of gaming. I'm a big fan of competition. I'm a big fan of creative artwork, and I think this move for Sony is a great move. Oh man, great move! If this game comes to fruition, so once again, Square Enix is set to announce a new action RPG from Final Fantasy spinoff. But the rumor enhanced today because not only it seems that Square Enix and Team Ninja are working together. Now you know who Team Ninja is. If you're a Nintendo fan, you should know who Team Ninja is. Team Ninja makes your Ninja Gaiden games. You know what? Team Ninja, worked on several Nintendo titles. So their legacy of making fast action games is, historic. And so a fast action RPG is games I can get into that. Turn based, I mean, I just can't do turn based. But this right here, I was like, ooh. And you know what? And that's what, to me, and this is a side note, I think this right here, these kind of moves right here is what make Nintendo great. What makes Nintendo so great is that they have IPs that you cannot play anywhere else. And I think the more and more that Sony does this, and once Xbox, realizes this and start producing more of these types of games, you offer people things that they can't get anywhere else, and they will invest into your platform. So this is a great move. I'm definitely looking forward to this game. I think. Let me see if it's anything. It says the rumor states that Square Enix is working with Team Ninja, Koei Tecmo in-house development team behind games like Ninja Gaiden, Nora. I said that around right there, and perhaps most relevantly, the latest entry in the Final Fantasy fighting game series. Yep, that NT, whatever that is. It says the polls rumors are going further by signing the game a genre. Some says something akin to Nora and Souls. So to have an action RPG game that is in the same realm as Souls seems divine. I'm all about that. And so, and I really, really hope this comes to fruition. I really hope we get some playthrough and some video during E3. I hope PlayStation does a state of play for E3. I will really look forward to that because I think that would be extra dope. I think if they do not, I think it would be a dumb move. Like, I really think it's a dumb move that EA is pushing their EA Play out to July. But you know what? We got something to look forward into July. All right, let's see what you guys have been talking about. Let's say CMG says NBA Live needs to come back literally. Yeah, totally agree with that. With that sentiment, I think they need to come back and with full force too. I mean, if EA was smart, man, they would make it. Because to really be honest, right, they can make that exclusive to the Switch. They can make it exclusive to the Switch, boy, and probably would reap havoc. They would wreak havoc. They would probably make so much money. Because they would sell especially if it's good. If it's good for the Switch, plays well, great frame rate. They don't have to really, it shouldn't take a whole lot of development power. But if they made it ground up for the Switch in mind, man, portable play, online play, crazy. Something to think about, man. Something to think about. I want NBA Live on the Switch. Yeah, I agree with you. I do too. I love, like, 2K on the Switch is pretty good. But once again, I just have issues. My issues is the loading times. And you know what? And I've been spoiled a little bit by having no load times on the PS5. and love that aspect of it. Look, I can just better get into the game. I don't gotta sit there and wait and go use the bathroom and come back while it's loading. No, I don't want to do none of that. I want to get right into the game. So, something to look forward to, good people. They said, right. Ben said, I agree with Stormtrooper. I agree, yeah. Nothing like, I'm telling you, man, nothing like my Switch. Nothing like it. All right, get to the next news item. Just watched a video on Man Eater on the Switch. Looks better than I thought it would be. Oh, I thought it would be. Huh? Gotcha. You know what? Listen, I passed. I never did pick up none of the Man Eater games. I don't know. Are they super fun? All right, next item. Let's get into it. Nintendo Switch eShop accounts could soon display personal game suggestions, which should have happened from day one. So the rumor has it. Of course, it's not official. It's not officially from Nintendo itself, but it says as spotted by Game Rant. The patent is in question. It describes a system that can generate a base rating that is a function of gameplay data for a specific user, as well as an average external rating for a video game based on external data categories. So pretty much a rating system. I would tell you this here. Nintendo Switch should have been had this, because I know that's one thing about going on the eShop and falling down that rabbit hole. You'll see games upon games, and some game screenshots just might convince you that these games are worthy, and then you buy those games and they are trash. And so I have to be really, really mindful. And if I had a rating system where people was like, even if people express their opinions on it, it'd be good. But then, you know what? The only thing about it, you have people that's stupid. They're going there and they'll rate bomb a game just because their feelings is hurt by the story. It's like, or they don't like the company. This absolutely dumbness. So you just run into those issues. So Nintendo should have been done. This right here should have been a day one. They gotta have a rating system, because they're releasing too many games on there for us not to be like, okay. At least be able to in the system have real time metadata from like Metacritic to figure out what other people are saying about these games, to kind of gauge you going back and forth. It'll really influence your buying suggestions, and it'll keep people more on the eShop compared to having to go do their research somewhere else. So definitely looking forward to this. I think it's a plus. It needs to happen. Let's see who we got. All right, I'm back. 36 people are banned. What I missed. No, we're just talking about right now. Talking about Nintendo eShop, maybe getting some improvements. Maybe getting some form of rating system. It's a patent that was spotted by Game Rant. I hope this happens. I hope this comes to fruition, because I just think we really need this to happen. eShop features. I would prefer Nintendo to bring back Miiverse. Listen, I'm gonna tell you one. Miiverse was dope. I love that concept. But you know what? I'm gonna give you a smaller one. I wish they bring back music during my eShop experience. The music from the Wii U and the Wii, that music it still rings in my ear, but I loved it. I would go to sleep. I would go to sleep off that Wii U music, and I wish they brought that back. A cart system, yeah. Listen, Steve M said it right. eShop needs a cart system so I can get more than one game at one time. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Some form of cart system will be phenomenal, because you know what? Because sometimes I just want to just say, okay, I'm digging that game. They put it in the cart and let me keep shopping. but I gotta cash out for that game and then come back. I should be able to listen. That's to me that's a no brainer. Why isn't that kind of system already like there? Like Bluetooth should just be there. It should have been a compromise or a thought about. It should be there. Not I understand not having themes because themes take up RAM and all that good stuff. I get that. However, some stuff that in the Switch that I'm quite disappointed at is that should just be there or it's not there. And having a cart system is like so basic. It should just be there. Totally agree with you, Steven. Anyone else scroll all the way to the bottom in the eShop and it starts lagging. Listen, I have never. Oh, you talking about like to the bottom of like that particular page, and then you can add more. But yeah, listen, it would surprise me, man. Cause you know what? I wonder how much RAM is taken to have that eShop up and running with the Switch. That's a good question. But I would love the music. Bring the music back. Love the music. It on the Wii and the Wii, that music is iconic. They can bring back that same music. I would be happy. This made my shopping experience that much more enjoyable. But yeah, Miiverse was dope. I listen, very underrated. All right, good people. Let's get out of this story here. Let's get to the next one. All right. So yeah, loading. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody talked about this earlier. Knockout City goes live. Immediately breaks Xbox. Breaks on Xbox rather. The official Knockout City Twitter account acknowledged that some Xbox users are reporting crash errors. The studio is working on the fix. But until then, it's recommended Xbox users to play on a different platform. The game supports cross progression. So if you are able to play on PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC, your progress will be recognized when your Xbox edition is functioning again. So you know what? Listen, that's crazy. It's broke on Xbox, but you know what? What you can do is play it on another platform, and it's free. It's free on multiple platforms. To me, if I'm a third-party developer, if I want to sell multiple games on multiple systems, this is the way to do it. For real. I mean, I think to me, any new game, any new third party, if they really want to sell games, they make it cross-platform on all three, right? And so, like, if you play it on the Switch, it just, you know what? It just migrates over to your, you know what? If you play on the Xbox, you just pick up where you left off. And I think that's great because a lot of people, you know, like myself, play my Switch in handheld mode unless I'm streaming. And then from there, you know what? We just jump over. You know, if I want to get some better quality graphics, then I go to the Xbox or I go to the PS5, and that's how it should be. To me, if you're really trying to make money, but I don't know. So I have not played Knockout City yet, but I will. It won't be until next week for sure. Sardan dude said, I am just grinding challenges right now on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Going great. You know what? That didn't come out yet for the Switch, did it? That's a good question. I'm sorry, good people. I know I keep snorting. I can't help it. I got this fan on me, but at least it's keeping me relatively cool. Let's see. I need to find out release dates. Google video game release dates. Okay, so no, I didn't. Sadly. All right, let's see. All right, today is the 24th, so games is coming out. I guess we can do a quick segment real quick on game releases. So on the May 25th, you have. Let me see if I can go back. No, I don't want that. Man, I tell you. You know how you jump into a website and it's like, oh no, you want to email this here. All right. Where is? Let me see if this pops up. All right, good people. Yep, it popped up. Great. So game releases for May 25th. Let me start here. All right. You have oh, I can't see it. All right, you got I don't know what the Airport Aliens current run. I don't know what that is, but you have Biomutant that comes out tomorrow. PC, PS4, and Xbox. Saw some of the hey Ben. Saw some of the reviews for Biomutant. It didn't look like it was doing too well. Some people had some complaints, said it wasn't quite a complete game. Let's see. You got Sea of Thieves. What? Oh, King of Seas. Ha ha ha. King of Seas, PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch. That comes out tomorrow. Man Eater comes out tomorrow. Saints Row the Third Remaster for PS5 and Xbox. I'm assuming Series X. That's May 25th. Very, very valid. Violet. I don't know what that is. Kung Fu Jesus. I would like to see what that look like. Didn't know Jesus can Kung Fu, but Jesus can do anything he want to do. Let's see. Wonder Boy. The World Ends With You is the 28th. That's okay. That's on Friday. All right, so for this upcoming week, let's see what else is coming out. All right, let's see if I can. All right, so for June 1st, I think I don't see nothing in the first 4 or 5 days of June. I was like, I want to buy. All right, good. See, that's good. I can keep all my money in my pocket. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contact 2. I don't know what that is. Sorry about that. The Elder Scrolls Online, June 8th. PS5 and Series X edition. All right, so okay, all right. So this where it picks up. Starting you go June 10th. June 10th, you got Final Fantasy 7. Okay, these are some good ones. All right, so June 10th, you have Final Fantasy 7 Remake Integrate. You got Ninja Gaiden Master Edition for the Switch. I'm picking that up June 10th. Ratchet and Clank June 11th. Woo-wee. Hey, that Nintendo game, that the Garage Builder game is also. Odd World Collection looks interesting. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, so you got some heavy hitters that second week in June. I don't know why I keep moving that screen for some reason. Legend of Mana. Oh, yeah, Mario Golf. Oh, sorry, good people. Okay, so Tony Hawk comes out June 25th. June 25th. Yeah, oh, yeah, that Ninja Gaiden Remaster. I just hope it runs well. That's my only concern with that game. I hope it runs well for the Switch because that's where I want to play it. I want to play that game on the Switch in my bed. What's going on, Quincy? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Let me go and get you chimed in real quick. Let's see if I can get out of here. Messing with technology. All right. Quincy just joined us. Let me go ahead and get Quincy onto the wheel. Quincy Walls. All right, my brother, welcome to. We got 17 people on the stream. Don't forget, good people, if you joined in with us, give yourself an opportunity, jump out, hit the like button, come on back and join us. All right, we'll get back to some of this news. So, anybody picking up Knockout City? If you do get it, let me know next week, and we'll figure it out. The Last Kiss on Earth looks cool. Oh, you know what? I forgot about that game, Ben. The Last Kiss on Earth. All right, I remember seeing that preview. We might have to check that one out. Pull my little chat over there. All right. Next news item. Monster Hunter is having another type of event, direct, May 26th, which is in 2 days, which is Wednesday. Let's see, what is the time? 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're on the West Coast, it's 7 a.m. PT. So the Monster Hunter digital event is coming soon. Capcom has announced that the latest installment in the video game series is lined up for May 26, 2021. Viewers can expect new details on Monster Hunter Rise 3.0 update, along with more news about Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. The showcase is slated to begin May 26 at 7 a.m. PT and 10 a.m. ET. It will be broadcast live on Twitch and YouTube, and we'll have all the info as it announced. So you know what? The last one they had was pretty good. Definitely. Matter of fact, is anybody here still playing Monster Hunter? That's a good question. But I bet you there's a ton of people still online playing it. All right. So be on the lookout for that this Wednesday. I would not be streaming it. I'll be at school. But I will report on it come next week. Let's see. Next news item. I thought this was interesting. It said Netflix confirmed is doing more interactive entertainment. Now, how interactive, some stories ran with it saying that, Netflix might be doing some games. I just don't know which mainline series I would like to have as a game. That's a good question. Something I got to think about. But they should, if their IPs are strong enough. I would love to see a Castlevania game made in that same anime that Castlevania is made out of for the series. I would love to see that. So let me know what you think. Not too much to tell from the story, not too much to really read. It's that, hey, you know what? They just pretty much are definitely diving into anything that's going to make them money. Netflix, like any other company, they got shareholders, and those shareholders demand answers. Side note, speaking of shareholders, man, my stocks has been, last week was a bad week. If you own any kind of Bitcoin, man, last week was a terrible week. Terrible. But remember, we're not short-term. Don't be a short-term investor. Be a long-term investor. I'm in for the long game. All right. Oh, they want to come back out from that. There we go. All right. Next news. I thought this was interesting. Halo Infinite Battle Royale, breaking down the rumors and possibilities. I thought this was an interesting. I don't even think this is a proven rumor, but these are speculations. Thanks to a viral tweet, there has been a lot of renewed discussion and interest in the possibility of Halo adapting a battle royale mode of its own at some point in the future. 343 Industries have commented on the possibility of Halo Battle Royale before, but the studio has never given a definite answer. And even if it did, plans can always change. And this feature, I'm not going to go. So right now, this story here kind of was just breaking down the possibilities of this happening. Would you be interested in a Halo Battle Royale? No. Just give me traditional. I want to just know Halo. They can do an online deathmatch. I'm with that. That's it. Let me play some stuff that I can play co-op, 4v4, or 4-on-4. There's something I can play at home with my family. To me, don't tinker with the formula for Halo. Halo doesn't need to do a battle royale. That's just my opinion. You might agree. You might want it. You might thirst it. Not me. I don't want a Halo battle royale. Just something. I want something competitive, fun. Keep my some of my same modes that's crazy fun that they should never walk away from, like Oddball and Juggernaut. Man, so fun to play Juggernaut. So frustrating. It's fun when you are the Juggernaut. It's fun. It's hard when you got to unite to kind of kill the Juggernaut. So super super fun. Halo is fine as it is. I agree. Yeah, they do not need to change it. I do not want them to go this direction. It is what makes Halo unique. What do you mean, Stormtrooper? The Amazon has a head start over them with Luna. I said Halo Infinite could be the Xbox game for the Switch. Not Infinite. Oh, I wouldn't think Infinite would be. Now, if they want to go back and build some interest, and they say, "Hey, we're gonna do cross progression, cross play, Infinite, 60 frames per second on the Switch." Not Infinite, but the first maybe Halo 1 and 2. I'm with that. But Infinite, nah, Infinite not coming to the Switch. No forms of fashion. That is my opinion. You listen. Come find out. We look at years from now. Stormtrooper, you could be right. I just don't think so. All right. So, okay, got you. Netflix games. Yeah. If Amazon, okay, going back to the Netflix story. I think Stormtrooper is right. Amazon does has a leg up, but not much of a leg because Amazon hasn't produced anything until I see some proof of concept. Until I see some things running and actually can be played and having a good time with it. To me, they both on the same page. Amazon, they got all the money in the world, but you know what? You got to have the creators in mind to make these things happen. All right. Was talked about Netflix. Let me scroll on down. GameStop Memorial Sale live now with hundreds of games and deals and more. They do have some dope games. Nintendo Switch owners can save $20 on numerous exclusives, including The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. If you don't have that game right now, I think you know what, man. What are you doing? Why do you have a Switch? If you got a Switch and you don't have Zelda, man, you just need a whooping. For real. I mean, you need a good old spanking. Take it out to the shed and wear that hiney out. Because great games. So, I mean, great games. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Great game for $40. Great value. Splatoon 2, $40. Great value. I still think this game probably at this stage of the game is probably a little expensive. If it's still full price at 60, I would definitely don't buy Marvel's Alliance. But if it's $40 or below, you pick that game out because that was good. Had a good time with Marvel Alliance. It was a good time playing with my kids. It was just hard to play on the Switch itself, but it was decent on TV. So PlayStation and Xbox users have a decent variety to choose from. Red Dead Redemption 2 is 50% off. Excellent game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is $40. Now, I don't know which one. Is that's like the PS4 version of Valhalla and Watch Dogs, or is like the. See, it might just be the PS4 that's $40. But I will say I just picked up Valhalla on the PS5 recently, and I caught it used, and it was like $40 something, so it wasn't bad. PS5 and Series X owners can grab the upgraded Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition for $30. So they got a list of games. I'm gonna go down here and just pop those up for you real quick. Um, if I only had $40 and I had to pick, and I had okay, if I had a Switch, let's do it this way. If I had a Switch and I only had $40 and I didn't have any games on this list, I'm picking up Zelda, hands down. But most people have Zelda. But if they didn't have Zelda, and all I had was $40, that's hard. It would probably be BioShock. Yeah, BioShock or Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, it will be either one of those two games. I think that, BioShock is phenomenal on the Switch. Plays well, loads well. It's definitely worth all your pennies if you can get it. Now, if I had to pick the best game on this list, I'll probably go Red Dead. Definitely would be the game I would get. Because of the value. I look at like, hey, how much value I'm going to get out of these games? And I think you get the value. That, you know what? Star Wars Fallen Jedi, $20. Matter of fact, if you got an Xbox and a Switch, you get BioShock for the Switch, and you would get Star Wars. And you get 4 great games for $40. Can't beat that. All right, so anybody taking advantage of any of these sales? I probably will not. I think I have everything that I want to play on here. I have, or my children have. I think the only one I don't have. I don't have Borderlands 3, and I just don't have time. But listen, I forgot. Little Nightmares 2 is on here as well for $20. I might have to go pick. I might just have to go try to pick that one up. My daughter has a birthday coming up. It's not soon. It's in September, but I know she loved the first Nightmare, so I know she'll play the second one. So, all right, that's something to think about. I thought this next story was interesting because, you know what, I remember seeing this phone before, and I don't know, anybody know about the Xbox, the Surface Duo? It looks like a Surface laptop, but it's a foldable phone, which I think is dope. But you know, it's an Xbox phone, and so like stuff like Game Pass runs natively on the phone. And so watching this video on how they have it set up now, it pretty much, the statement is correct. Say Xbox Cloud supports on Surface Duo is essentially a handheld Xbox / Nintendo DS. And I'm gonna scroll down here and look at this video real quick. I don't know if the sound is gonna come out.
Hey guys, this is Tom with The Verge, and we
It
are
did
looking
come
at
up,
Microsoft Surface Duo, which is obviously the dual-screen Android device that Microsoft's made. And today we're actually looking at how Xbox games now run on this device. So if I launch up the Xbox Game Pass app, this is xCloud, so I'm going to be streaming games to the device. But what you'll notice is I can now span it across both screens. So then I can turn the device around into sort of like its laptop mode. We'll get that to go properly. There we go. We're into the sort of laptop mode, and I can launch something like Sea of Thieves. We'll launch that, and it will load in. And what you'll see is the actual game will be up the top here. So you get all of the game content, and then you get the touch controls down the bottom.
That's dope.
Now this is obviously a lot better. Like when you use this on Android at the moment, you get the touch controls, and they kind of overlay on top of the actual game. So now I can run around in Sea of Thieves freely, without having to worry about the controls and my thumbs being on the screen up the top. I prefer that personally, but you know, like
All right, I'm gonna kill this video. You know what? Listen, that is dope. That whole concept, to me. All right, listen. If I was, because I'm an Apple guy, and I love the integration between my Apple If I had that similar with my with Android, I probably would have stuck with Android. However, I didn't like my experience. But if you guys are an Android person and you had the money, I would pick this one up, and to be able to have that and then have an Xbox controller like close. That's you can't. That's a great experience, man. That is where I right now, what I'm looking at right now is where I would love to switch, like that Switch 2 model. I would love it to go that direction. That's the direction I would like for it to be, have some form of um, SIM card selection, so it can be able to do 5G gaming. I just buy some extra data strictly for my system. I can get a SIM card and to plug the SIM card in, no matter if it was Verizon or AT&T. Plug that bad boy in and have on the go Wi-Fi gaming. Super dope. Super super dope. Looks like a Samsung phone. Nope, but no, it's a Microsoft. It's called the Microsoft Dual. I've seen it before. I just never seen it in action. But yeah, hold on. Let's read some of these comments. Stormtrooper says, I said Halo could be the Xbox game for the Switch. Halo, I said Halo Infinite could. Okay, could be. Oh yeah, oh yeah, of course. You know what? I get, yeah. I mean, man, that's a big could though. That's a huge could for Xbox to take their flagship title that's for their Xbox Series X. I don't, they gotta focus if they want that system to survive. They're gonna have to really focus in on that system. And I don't think branching it off to the Switch. I mean, it might make them some money, but long term, it'll be more of a win for Nintendo than it would be for Xbox. But yeah, I thought this was a dope concept. Um, Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the 10 people that have a Microsoft Surface Dual phone, because probably only 10 of y'all. Um, that would be dope. I would definitely have that set up. I would have me an Xbox controller with me wherever I went, and I would game wherever I could live. All right. Did not know Dragon Quest 35th anniversary was happening this year, but they are having an event also the same day as Monster Hunter. So you have two events to look forward to that day. So Dragon Quest 35th anniversary special. When it was coming, but it's Wednesday, May 26th, 8:30 p.m. PDT and 11:30 p.m. EDT. I don't know what EDT is. So okay, so I think this might be like UK times. However, so definitely some news to look forward to. I wonder what they can have in store. This one right here came right out of the blue. Didn't think that was going to drop, but it did. Now, I'm definitely going to register, and I think everybody on here who plan on watching E3 probably should register anyway. And I don't think it's going to cost you any money to. But fan registration for E3 2021 opens up June 3rd. Let's see. Let's look at the story. I am going to register. Just in case you get some kind of perks, for them to encourage you to come out next year. It says the general public will be able to register for access to E3 2021 for the 3rd of June. Although this year will be an all-digital event, due to the ongoing pandemic, organizers have promised an exciting and interactive experience for fans to enjoy from the 12th to the 15th of June, all from the comfort of their own home. People attending the online event will be able to utilize a specially made app, an online portal to get in on the action, where it's being confirmed that Nintendo will be in attendance alongside Xbox, Ubisoft, Sega, and more. I think this is worth it. I think you know what. So you're gonna have it's gonna be an app that you can download. I wonder when can you download the app. Matter of fact, let's see if the app is live. Why not? Let me look at my phone, good people. Let's see. App Store. E3. Okay, so nothing E3 related is on the App Store yet. Let me try that with E3 Mobile. Let's try E3 and see what happens. Oh, yes, it is. There is an E3 app on the eShop, the official E3 app. I'm going to get it. So I would go ahead and suggest that you, if you're going to definitely participate in some of the festivities for E3, to go ahead and get that into your system. Go ahead and download that and see. I'm gonna play around with it. And only 20. Matter of fact, it hasn't been on here long because only 25 people have rated it. But E3 has an official. I don't know how long this app has been there. It could have been there a long time, but however, it is what it is. Definitely want to look out for that. I'm gonna register and let's see what it is. Say, because registration starts June 3rd, so I need to put that on my calendar because I'll forget. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2 did it first. Yeah, they did. I don't think they did it that big though. Oh, you know what? No, I think this Dual looks bigger than the Fold. I remember playing with the Fold at Best Buy. I thought it was a decent experience. But I think to me, if I was to ever go back to that Samsung environment, I would probably do that Dual because that looks pretty dope. I would making a video about that. Which one you talking about? CMG. All right, let's get out of here. So E3 registration June 3rd. Check it out. Be there or be square. All right. Switch hardware sales beats out Xbox Series X and PS5 combined. Unsurprisingly. Yeah, of course. I mean, listen. This is a good question. I thought about earlier when I was reading this story. Is that a lot of people, especially those of you who are in the market are looking for a new car, you're gonna have some issues going forward. However, with the semiconductor shortage hitting everybody, that's why you hear rumors of a new PS5 redesigned, because they're gonna have to figure out ways where they don't have to use these semiconductors to make these systems, so they can continue to keep selling them. So I believe Nintendo is probably going to have to do the same thing. Now, if they can, I don't know. If they can reduce the amount they need, they can probably do that. But I don't know if they absolutely can make a system where they're not using a bunch of these semiconductors. I don't know how many Nintendo had already in stock. But they had enough to still sell 5 million units within, I think it was like 5.8 million units in the first quarter of 2021. That's crazy, right? So Nintendo is still rolling. I just hope these engineers are smart enough to figure out ways where they can work themselves around these semiconductors and still can better produce systems on a high level to continue to satisfy consumer demand. Okay, in gaming. All right, so let's see if they list the numbers. It says That's according to a report issued by Ampri analysts, highlighting the Switch hardware sales through quarter one at 5.81 million, up 12% over the equivalent period in 2020. All right, so think about it. At the beginning of that's like the beginning of the pandemic when it was over in China. It ain't quite hit America yet. All right, so we're up from that standpoint. All right, so um, PlayStation 5 two iterations sold 2.83 million. So with the digital and the disc drive, they sold which is still pretty good. They sell 2.8 million, almost 3 million. The Xbox Series X sold 1.3 million. You know, it's probably hitting Xbox probably the worst because they probably use a ton of semiconductors to make one system. You know, but they're probably trying to figure out a way too to get around that, get around that bottleneck. So, considering the continually sold out status of PS5 and Xbox Series X, S is a little easier to find. It's clear that that Sony had the better run at sourcing manufacturing resources at the start of the year. The report expects Switch to continue to outsell the new systems throughout this year, with its continuing popularity and the likely ongoing stock issues for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. This Christmas is going to be crazy. If you know your child wants a video game system, Vic, what's going on with you? If you know your child, if you know somebody else that knows their child going to want a video game system this year, they better start looking like yesterday. They better start looking like yesterday, right now. They need to be on it. Because if not, I mean, they're going to be short for Christmas. And I have to look at that for myself and my children. Like, man, I need to start buying stuff now, man. Because you know what? They might not get nothing for Christmas. Because if this semiconductor shortage is hitting the video game systems and they're hitting, and to be honest, I don't know the true reason why. I know the pandemic, but the pandemic is, you know what? People going back to work. We should, be back up to speed. I wonder if these companies don't have the materials to make these conductors, and if certain people are just buying them all up. I know the automotive industry. Well, they was last to they were the ones at the back of the line trying to get these parts, and so that's why they're hit so hard. So it's gonna be interesting. Vic, what's going on with you? Vic said, "What's up, Gaming Dad? Back at it again with a great stream. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Let me get you chimed in on this board. Don't forget, Vic, to hit that like button, man. Tell your lovely wife, man, we'll say hello from Gaming Dad and our good people in the chat. All right. Got you in, Vic. All right. Let me get back to. So, this article is not surprising, but nevertheless, man, it's painting a picture that's kind of gloomy. You know what? I mean, when you hear more of these stories, you look back and say, man, the possibility of a Switch Pro coming out, yikes, I just hope more. I hope if like places like GameStop and Best Buy, if they smart, they want to sell more stuff, man. They gotta get more of them systems in store and offline. They gotta get more people in their stores buying stuff. Because think about it, you're more likely to buy things in store more than. Oh, I might be wrong, but I know for me, I'm more likely to buy more things in store compared to buying more things online. Only reason why I buy things online is because I can't find it in the store. But I prefer to go out to a store and shop. So that's gonna be interesting. All right, gotta talk about the elephant in the room. Nintendo know they dead wrong for this, man. I don't care how you look at it. And as much as I love Nintendo and I love the things they're doing, this was an EA move. This was a really, really doo-doo move. They should not have done this here. And I hope they get enough backlash where they reconsider putting that paywall behind this amiibo. If you buy the game in the amiibo, man, that's $85. And don't buy a scout version of this amiibo because you can't find it nowhere. This is the reason why I listen, man. That's for the reasons like this here. These bots, they have not figured out a situation. Yes, the company is making money because they are selling their items. However, they're not getting to the people that love their product. They're pretty much just giving it over to people who love to make money off the people who love their product. I should be able to go out to the store and buy one of these here without an issue. But now I have to worry about buying it from scalpers. Hey, listen, Vic posed a good question. He said, "Is Skyward Sword worth $60 if you never played it?" Okay, this is my opinion. My opinion, I say yes, because it's a Zelda title. Zelda titles usually give you quite a bang for your buck. And if you like Zelda and you like the storyline and you have been investing into the series, I think it's worth it if you have not played it, like me. I wasn't a big fan of the motion controls. I didn't like him too much in Twilight Princess. That's why I played it on the GameCube. And so to have a game that has so many motion controls, I was like, nope, I'll skip it. But I want to play it. So yeah, I think at the base level it's worth it. But if you have a mainline upgrade to the game and you put it behind an amiibo, and then on top of that, you say none of your other Legend of Zelda amiibos would not work. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 different Zelda, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 different Zelda themed amiibos. What's 8 times 13? Well, that's 80. That's over $110 worth of Zelda amiibos that I cannot use in this game. I think this is a foul situation. Yes, do I want the amiibo? The amiibo don't. I mean, it's a pretty looking amiibo, but do I really want it? No, I just want the upgrade. I want to be able to. I don't want to waste a bunch of time doing some other things when I can zip through it and enhance my gameplay experience. But now I have to do it behind a paywall. This was a bad move, and I hope more people don't just sit back here and take this L and sit back and say, "Well, it's okay." It's not. This is not okay. This was a terrible decision, unconsumer friendly, a greedy decision. This was a EA Sports type of decision, and you know what? That's bad for Nintendo. And I love Nintendo. I think it's my favorite gaming company. But man, they wrong. They dirt wrong with this situation. And I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. And I've always been, and I will continue to be a big fan. This doesn't, but I don't think if you look at eBay, these things are running for one, it's $25, a whole $10 more than your regular, $12 more than your regular amiibo, and it looks like a regular amiibo, but it's $25. One, that right there, it should anger a lot of people. But then if you attempt to buy it from a scalper, you paying $60, $70 for an amiibo. I will pass. I'll play the game without it and deal with it. But I think it's stupid. Bad Nintendo. If this was the Apple bite, they would get a bad apple. Big time. I'm praying for Nintendo to make that move. To make what move? What move you praying for them to make? Maybe I missed that comment. But yeah, am I picking up Skyward Sword? Absolutely. If this amiibo was his regular price of $13, I might have picked up the amiibo too. But $25 just to have an upgrade to a game? No. I just play it like it is and go on with myself. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. That this was a terrible decision. I'm not gonna beat the dead horse long, man. But I just want. I definitely it would be shameful to not cover it and not express a opinion on the matter. Nintendo could have done a lot better. A lot better. But I'm still picking it up because I like Zelda. Speaking of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity expansion pass bonus is Ancient Armor and Sword. Yay! Oh, um, I would tell you that oh my bad, I hit the wrong button. Age of Calamity is a phenomenal game. It's a game that I really, really hope that gets a boost from a better Switch. Because the minute you do some form of co-op, buddy, if you thought you had breakdowns in the game while you was playing it, once you get some co-op in that game, but it is atrocious. It's really bad, and it's bad to a point that I don't understand why more people are not like complaining about it. All right, it says update confirmed for pre-orders in Europe and North America now, and it's an item set to arrive on the 20th of May. Koei Tecmo and Nintendo have revealed the bonus content for those of you who purchased the expansion pass for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for the Nintendo Switch. Pre-orders for the expansion pass starts on the 28th of May, and Japanese gamers will get a new costume for Link, which is the ancient armor. So it don't matter what region you are, you're gonna get if you pre-order. You have to pre-order the expansion pass before the 28th. So you have until Friday. You got until Thursday to pre-order the expansion pack. It says Vic says maybe Nintendo adding the feature for free is changing what the amiibo does so they look good and increase sales. Yeah, but I think I agree with what you're saying. I just feel like it still wasn't good for consumers. As a consumer, I'm like, man, I'm already paying $60 for a game that's well over 10 years old, right? Skyward Sword came out a long time ago. So I'm paying for that for one, and then on top of that, you know what? I gotta pay an extra $25 for a upgrade that should have been natively to the game, especially if you ask me to pay $60 again. Matter of fact, I don't think it cost $60 when it originally came out on the Wii. Crazy. Bad Nintendo. But Hyrule Warriors, is anybody picking up the expansion pass? I thought about it. Sorry, good people. My eye is itching me. Woo. Sorry. One thing about allergies, man. When they get to going, they get to going. Let me fix my headphones. All right. Moseying down. I think we're getting there. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna talk too much about this story here, but hey, those 5 Nintendo games, I'm not even gonna go through them, were absolutely boobylicious. But if anybody expecting this to be more than what it was, shame on you. I wasn't expecting it to be more than what it was. It was a surprise. It was a surprise that it was like a flame that came on and went back out. Was not looking forward to any of these games on this list. Not even in the slightest bit. It's not even in the slightest, but I'm like, ooh, nothing report cited about that. I just know they got 5 games that comes out in 2 days. Let's see. If you want me to name them, I'll name them. The baseball game might be decent. All right, so you had Super Baseball Simulator 1000, Caveman Ninja, nope. Magic Drop 2, nope. Spanky's Quest, nope. Ninja Jajamara, no. See, no. Maybe the baseball. And that's it. Now listen, the only game I will probably play is the baseball game. Probably not playing nothing else. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's right before E3. You know what? Come E3, you're not gonna think about none of those games on the list. Matter of fact, you ain't gonna even know they're there. And it was probably more or less, it's suited for the Japanese market, not the American market. I thought this was dope. I hope they got. I think I got a video for this here. Doom Eternal recreated in Nintendo Switch Labo. Watch the video. They created this in Labo. That's crazy. So Nintendo Switch Labo Garage, they recreated Doom Eternal. I mean, for it to be a start, I mean, just to start this off, hey, I think it looks pretty good. It runs good, though. I mean, of course, it's still kind of cheesy, but man, see, what the end part I want you to do, coming to Game Builder. Listen, I'll tell you, Game Builder Garage is going to be that game that's going to I'm telling you, it's going to be bigger than what people are expecting. It's going to transform Nintendo. I'm telling you, I've been saying it since I saw the first video. I said, now that's a game that's going to fly under the radar. But as more and more people create games for that unit, it's going to explode. Now watch me. This was a smart decision. Very smart decision. This gives also Nintendo an opportunity to see people out there who can really create games and recruit more people into their ecosystem. What a smart. It's like casting a fisherman's net. What a smart decision. Great decision for Nintendo. Let's see. So for those of you who are like me, who is picking up Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, the file size is 3.8 gigs, which is not a lot, which is good. I take that. I just hope the game plays well, man. That's to me, that's going to be the big telling point. If the game plays well, I hope it plays well. Let's see what Vic got to say. Ben says, I'm back. Welcome back, Ben. Did you play Pokemon Sword or Shield? And if you did you buy the DLC? I own Shield, and I did not buy the DLC, but my son has Sword, and he did. He bought the expansion. Boy, he haunted me like every day until he was there. Shane, what's going on, man? What's going on with that baby? How's the baby doing, man? Yeah, get Shane the bomb right now. One time for Shane the baby. How you doing, Shane? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Shane, don't forget, man, hit the like button for me, man, before you decide to chat on, because you might be on baby duty. But just in case, I'm going to get you in on the wheel. Sugar Shane Mosley. All right, Shane is on the board. We got 19 people on the wheel tonight. But Ninja Gaiden, probably one of my favorites, especially the ones even before this, the Ninja Gaiden series, the ones they had on the Xbox, the ones they said they can't remake because they don't have the code. Those are super fun, man. Was nothing like chopping some heads off. But 3.8 gigs is not bad to have on the Switch. It makes it, when the games are that small, it makes it an easier swallow to buy them digitally. CMG says, I can say one thing. Zelda Wind Waker 2 is releasing on the Switch too. I can feel it. Laugh out loud. That game is going to release regardless. I do believe, and Wind Waker, man, is amazing. You said Zelda Wind Waker 2. You need a whooping. But Wind Waker itself, that remaster is coming. That remaster is coming. I can feel it too. Shane says the baby is good, growing big, keep us up at night, and feeding. With the feeding. Oh yeah, those were the days, man. My wife was my first two babies, and it was easy because my wife breastfed, so all you had to do kind of wake up and just put the baby on my wife like a suction cup, whoop, and then go to sleep, and the baby would suck my wife dry. I mean, everything. Oh, oh, CMG said Breath of the Wild 2 would not Wind Waker 2. Okay, gotcha. Can definitely win. I think Wind Waker is capable, but I know Wind Waker 2. What if someone makes a Labo VR game for? Listen, the ideal is right? Because you know what? I mean, you think about it like this here. The opportunities are endless. That's why I'm telling you. Listen, Nintendo, man, these are the moves they made. I thought like, oh man, this is a very intelligent move. And then on top of that, they made it super affordable. They didn't make it a $60 game. They made it half the price. They said, hey, you want to create games? Have at it. We'll teach you $30. Listen, my kids was all about that. They was like, oh man, all I gotta do is cut the grass twice, knocking out a game. All my kids except one of my son Joseph, he didn't buy it. But $30, man, you can't beat that. So we need Star Fox Adventure on the Switch. We just need to listen. I'm in favor of any Star Fox game. They can remake the 64 game for all I care about. We just need a Star Fox game. To me, to not have a Star Fox game this long into the cycle of the Switch is to me a travesty. Give me Star Fox Zero. Star Fox, man. The Star Fox, not the one on Super Nintendo. That was okay. But Star Fox on the 64, man, it's still fun to play to this day. So I'm with you on that. Anything Star Fox will be good. So is anybody picking up an Educated Master Collection? 3.8 gigabytes. I'm with that. Definitely going to be a good pickup. I thought this next story was interesting to know too as well that hey, Ubisoft praises the sales performance of Immortal Phoenix Rising for the Nintendo Switch. I picked this game up and played it, and it was decent. I didn't finish it. So many games I ain't fit. I can say that so many times. I played it, but I ain't finished it. But it was good. It was definitely good enough that hey, you know what? I could go back and get back into it. If we were to ever have like a major shutdown, I couldn't get to nothing. I would have enough games to play to keep me entertained. But this doesn't shock me because it was a good game. This is one of those games. If you go out right now and you find this game on sale, you pick it up. If it's on sale for like $40 or $30, you pick it up. Well worth the time. Is it $60? I don't know if it's $60, but 40 for sure, guaranteed. Well, 50 is one of those things like, man, if I really didn't have nothing else to play and this was it, I mean, I could swallow 50. But 40 is the sweet spot. 30, you winning. 20, oh my goodness. You're still in. So this story doesn't surprise me not one bit. I would like to see the numbers. In the story, they kind of reference this game to becoming an evergreen title on the Switch, and that speaks volumes. What is the size of your your SD card on your Switch? I have a 512 in my Switch, and I have a 400 in my Switch Lite. I think that's right. It might. Let me take it back. No, I have a 400. I have a 400 gigabyte in my Switch, and I have a 128 in my Switch Lite. I think that's what I'm upgrading to. I'm going to upgrade my Switch to a 512 this year. That's the plan. I don't want to do a gigabyte, even though I could, but I don't want to. 512 should be enough. Hopefully. All right, good people. Let's see. Next news item. All right, we talked about Silk Song already. Uh, YouTube, man. Speaking of YouTube, real quick, they do things sometimes, man. They kind of really make me want to just make my butt itch. You know what? So I liked before when if I can be able to create a poll on my phone, which saves me tons of time. But now they switched it, so now, yeah, I could do the YouTube Shorts, man. But I like the poll action. The poll action was where is that? You know, a lot of people get to see your polls and your thoughts, and I just thought that was to me and what my channel was doing was more impactful. Here nor there. But I really want to put this poll out there because then a lot of times I'm not in front of my computer but I'm always in front of my phone. So HAL Laboratory says they are planning the next stage of Kirby. And so the debate that's been going around is like, is this next stage a 3D Kirby or 2D Kirby? I just want a better, more intensive Kirby game. Star Allies was good for what it was. My children enjoyed it. I did not play it because I was like, this is a little easy. And it was too kiddish. It was like if you got like really young kids, this is definitely be on the list of for kids. You know, 8 and below, you get them Kirby's. You get them that Kirby's game. You get them that Kirby's game. You get them. What's that? Yoshi's. Yoshi. What's the name of that Yoshi's game? But you get those games because those games are kind of easy. But I want Kirby to go back to kind of his roots, and it could be a 3D. But you know what? You just got to do it right. And I don't know what a 3D Kirby game look like. It's like I don't know what a 3D Donkey Kong could really look like. But Donkey Kong 3D with the right team making it could be outstanding, and so could Kirby. But I just want Kirby just to be a little tougher, a little bit more adventurous. Yoshi's Yarn World, yeah. Oh yeah, Yoshi's Yarn World was good. Now I'm talking about the other one. The other one they got for the Switch. But Yoshi's Yarn World was good. Yeah, see that's a little bit more intense, but still that was a pretty good game. So that's a debate. I'm glad that they're moving that. I'm glad Kirby is in a position where they are continuing to move it forward. I think that's important from a gaming standpoint. So it's going to be interesting to see what transpires come. I don't think we'll see anything. If we see some Kirby this year, it would surprise me. But I don't think we won't see anything Kirby until next year. This is going to be a part of that next year cycle of games that's going to hit the Switch. Yeah. So let's see. I think we about done with all the stories. Even though Resident Evil Infinite Darkness begins July 8th. I'm definitely watching this. I'm telling you, I'm definitely, because the story, if you don't know, the story takes. Yes, Ben, yes. Oh, yeah, Yoshi has his own game on the Switch. I mean, and it's a pretty decent game, too. It's just kind of easy. I just can't think of the name off the top of my head. So many remakes Nintendo needs to make. Listen, I agree, CMG. They listen. It is so many. Nintendo could never say, "Well, we don't know what to make." They have so many games that could be remade. They could. I wish they remade Kid Icarus with updated controls for the Switch. I would love to see that game come to the Switch with some good controls, because the only thing that held that game back was the controls. Like my hand used to really hurt playing that game on the 3DS. Is there a Nintendo mascot that deserves some more love? Yes, Pit. Yes. Kid Icarus deserves some more love. Without a shadow of a doubt. Waluigi deserves some love. I would love to see Diddy Kong Racing make his way over to, or even I would love to see them go back to the Double Dash format on Mario Kart, just to give it something different. So that's gonna be interesting. But back to Resident Evil. Hey, it comes out July 8th. That's gonna be. I got a lot of things to watch. I'm so glad the summer is coming up. This last month and a half been crazy busy for me. We're dealing with prom season, and you're dealing with graduation photos. You're dealing with senior photos. I was out. If I wasn't taking pictures, I was DJing. And so definitely, I'm glad when things kind of calm down. I got E3 to look forward to. I got about 2 months to kind of like really enjoy myself as a gamer, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. I will be teaching summer school this year because I can't pass that money up. That money too good. They offering a premium this summer to teach summer school, and I will be there. But I'm looking forward to watching this year. I mean, speaking of things I'm watching, I am I'm almost done with WandaVision. That has picked up. That's starting to get pretty good. I'm going to probably jump on Castlevania next. That's on Netflix, and then I'm going to come back to the Winter Soldier. I'm gonna probably knock that out, and then hopefully, if I can get that done before Resident Evil, I'll take Resident Evil for July, and then in the July I'll be right back in the classroom. So it is what it is. Let's see. Ben said, "Good night. Gotta go to bed. Good night, Ben. Man, you have a good night, my brother. Have a good day at school tomorrow. Have fun." He said, "I am not getting too many Switch games. Switch Pro needs to happen." You're gonna be missing out. But you know what? Listen, man, it's almost like an addiction for me, man. It's like some games, like man, I just cannot pass on. It's like I just can't pass on a game. But you know what? Switch Pro needs to happen. I just don't think it's gonna happen this year, man. It's the signs on the wall is just becoming more and more increasingly like this thing might not happen. Even though I want it to happen, it just as each day passes, as more stories come out about this shortage in conductors, I'm like, man, unless Nintendo had a bunch of them stocked up and was like, hey, I mean, I don't know, man, how this move forward. This is gonna be good. Oh yeah, I remember Resident Evil Outbreak. I sure do. But I'm really interested in this story here, Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, because the story kind of happens after Resident Evil 4. It's like a continuation because you're dealing with the president and the president's daughter. And if you remember Resident Evil 4, that was your mission. You had to go save the president's daughter. That's what made Resident Evil 4 so good, because that was good, man. That was a good story. So I'm definitely all in for that. But let's see. I can see another Captain Toad game for this. Yeah, because you know what? I agree, Stormtrooper. I could listen. Another game they can have that's like it's not an A tier game, but it's a B level game that they can drop that in as a good filler, and people would buy. Like Captain Toad was really a good game. Once again, it's just they Nintendo has so much in their arsenal that they can really bring to the forefront. If but how many teams you're gonna have working on all these games? Crazy, but it's a good time to me. It's a good time to be a gamer. All right, let's see. I don't know. I talked about this. I think I talked about this last week, but I'll just reiterate it that EA's Play 2020. They would not be at E3 necessarily in a full capacity, but they're going to have a whole conference July 22nd. So mark your calendars in of July. EA will be in full effect. I'm hoping and praying that they say Madden Switch. To me, that would just be the icing on the cake. I don't care what else they announce after that. They announced Madden Switch. EA would be back in my good graces, but right now they're in the bottom cellar. I think I talked about this earlier. Um, yeah, I did. Monster Hunter's digital event is fast approaching, May 26th. Um, so be on the lookout for that. So you got two conference events. You got Monster Hunter, and you also have Dragon Dragon Quest anniversary event, both coming on the 26th. I think that's about it on the news front here. Uh, I am very, very happy for this story here. Time Splitters. If you had a GameCube and that they I'm gonna say I think the people that made Time Splitters, but I know that the original team is getting back together to make this next iteration. So you probably won't see this game for about 2 or 3 years, but they are working on it, and that to me is the blessing. Time Splitter was a great multiplayer game, super, super, super fast. It was super fast. It was almost like playing Quake fast. But they are making the new Time Splitters too, and I cannot wait. And the original team is getting back together to do the game. Matter of fact, this original team worked on the team will be headed by legendary Rare developer Steve Ellis and David Doak, both who worked on GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64. So you know what? Listen, that same kind of lineage, because GoldenEye was good. So this game is coming. When would it come? Have no idea. Probably won't be for another 2 or 3 years. But I'm just glad that the fact that it's coming. To me, they can remake the original Time Splitter and just put it out and just give us the multiplayer functions, and I'll be happy with that. I think that's all the news for tonight, good people. I think that our last comment for the day that we're gonna talk about is, hey, you know what? Once again, I think last week we talked about PlayStation. How could PlayStation dominate E3? And our last comment for the day is how can Nintendo dominate E3? And it's easy. It's really easy for Nintendo to do it. I mean, this is not a hard one. So we'll go to our question of the week, and the question of the week is pretty much say, hey man, how does Nintendo dominate E3? And this is my opinion. They can do it more. They have a multiple ways in which they can dominate E3. Now, of course, the easy one, and I know CMG, shout out to CMG, can definitely do is release or give updates of a Switch Pro. That right there alone would dominate E3. But they could do so many other things. All right, they could, in essence, give us a release date for Zelda and gameplay of Metroid. Just give us some gameplay. They don't gotta give us a release date. They can give us a short video. It could be a CG video. If they did that, they would dominate E3. All right. If they would to say, hey, you know what? Just say, for instance, they say, all right, Zelda next year, Metroid Prime might be next year. They just talked about it a little bit, and they said, you know what? We're gonna give you Metroid Prime trilogy or some form of new Metroid game. We're gonna give you the Zelda Anniversary Collection, whatever that may be. Some heavy hitter third parties come in, and they just position Nintendo to be successful. They will probably dominate E3. The last one I've named was that's the harder one, but they still probably could dominate E3 with those types of releases and things to set up. But the first two I said about just having Zelda and Metroid talked about would dominate E3. A Switch Pro would dominate E3. What do you think? Let's go to some of y'all comments. It says, I wish they brought it back and made it online call. Oh, you must be talking about that Resident Evil game. I'm still going for a dock, then a pro at a later date. Which, you know what, as long as the dock worked with the current system, it could happen. It could very well happen. And you know what? It would sell. And it would, and also it would that story would dominate E3 for two reasons. Because one, I think it would be a good, and then there will be some backlash because people will be, you know what? I am one of them people that say, listen, give me a new dock, give me a new Switch before a dock. You know, that's what I prefer. But the business wise would say the dock before the Switch is a good thing. Because if you can make a dock that's going to upscale and it's maybe like $100, oh man, it's a win. It is a win right out the gate. So, you know, Nintendo has the flexibility and the popularity to dominate E3 for multiple different situations. Let's see. How is it 11 p.m.? It feels like 2 seconds ago you started. That's how it be. You know, 1 minute I'll be started. Next minute we're about to hit this wheel, and it's oh yeah, we 2 hours and 30 minutes into the stream. And it's 11:24, so yeah, I'm gonna miss the news tonight. That's all right. So as we do the wheel, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the wheel right now. We'll continue to talk about how Nintendo can dominate E3 because it's about that time. I'm hungry, and you know what? I think my wife is making turkey burgers, and turkey burgers is delicious and nutritious. All right, let's see where we at, good people. Let's see. All right, the wheel is spinning. I think I got everybody on the wheel. All right, let me go ahead and get it chimed in on my right screen. And let's go back to the wheel. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time where we do our giveaway. Now, of course, like any other day, hold on, let me move this here. All right. So you know how I go, good people. Everybody's in here. I don't need to go over the rules, but this is the case of those who do not know, who might be listening to this one day. This is how the game goes. I will continue to pick names until there's one winner left. If your name is picked before there's the last winner, you get the... That's right. Good old Peter Griffin comes in with the "You are out of here," or you might get this famous horn that we love to give out. The Price is Right horn. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Get you up out of here. Without any further ado, I'm going to hit this wheel. Let's see who's the first one to get picked up out of here. It is wheel time. Give it up to wheel time, y'all. Clap it up one time. Oh, Mimi North is the first to bite the bullet. Oh, my goodness. Out of here. But AST is still in the building, so she's still alive and well on the board. But we'll keep going. We're down to 18 people right now. We started out with 19. We're down to 18. Let's see who is next. Look like it's going to be Dan Darn Man 234. Yes, that's right. You are out of here. Mimi North says, womp, womp, womp. So you know whoever get picked next, you will get that famous horn that's getting ready to come up right about now. Quincy Walls, you are out of here. You got to bite the dust. Love that sound bite. All right, we're going to take a little break right now. I'm going to answer this question, see what Stormtrooper has to say. He says, I think Konami should bring Pro Evolution Soccer to the Switch. I can see it sell more than FIFA. It could. The key is it would have to have everything in line because FIFA in itself is such a juggernaut monster. For Pro Evolution Soccer, which is to me a better soccer game than FIFA, I'll say it. But that conversion to the Switch would need to be smooth. That's the only thing. It would need to be smooth. They would have to come with nothing less than 60 frames per second. Now, how you pull it off, only time will tell. All right. Up next. Who is next to get the flex? And it's coming down. And it looks like Chris. YouTube account. And Chris is out of here. Game over. Flip. Game over. I probably need to get that sound too. All right, Sir Dan Dude.
You lose.
You are out of here as well. Thanks for hanging out with us, Sir Dan Dude. Appreciate all that you do. I think you might have another account that's on here. But we're going to keep it going. We're down to 14 people. And a geeky chick look like a geeky chick has bit the dust. Don't. Another one bites the dust. Ah. Geeky is out of here. We spin the wheel again to see who is next to be called a loser. And fitting, Muted Gaming, you lose. Because tonight, you're a loser. RIP to Geeky and Muted Gaming, both in the same voice. CMG with the explosion. But what did the sheep say? CMG, what did the sheep say? Bah. 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 Peace out to my brother CMG. Go follow him on YouTube. His channel is great. All right, good people. Let's go. Let's go. Who is next? Oh, it looked like my boy Benj. Out of here. Benj is out of here. He had to bite the dust. Let's check in with some comments. Muted Gaming says, RIP Geeky, and then the same breath he lost. Aw. Back to Stormtroopers. He said, it only legacy for FIFA, so a full version pro would be a must buy. Agreed. That's why I said they would have to come with guns blazing, because if they did any shortcuts, people will probably still gravitate to FIFA because it's just FIFA. You know, most gamers really don't care about that a whole lot. I mean, like average gamers. But I agree with you. Hey, if they came with guns blazing, they come over and take over the market, which would force EA to do something different. Competition is always good. He said, I knew I was next. You didn't know. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. He said, I'm done. But CMG, you won. I think you won last week, didn't you? CMG have won twice this year. I tell you, man, listen, the gift that keeps giving. I tell you, this channel. We're down to the last 10 people. Let's go ahead. The will betrayed is master. Too bad you're not the master. Oh, Epic New Gamer. Epic New Killer. You're out of here. Epic New Killer. All right. We keep. I didn't remove his name. So if Epic New wins again, he needs to get out again. Or he'll get the horn twice. But Epic New cannot win. But Shane. Out of here, my brother. Thank you, man. Kiss that wonderful baby for all of us, man. We love to hear about the baby. If Gaming Dad says your name, you're done. Yeah, that's truly what it is. RYYT. You lose. You're up out of here. Thank you for playing, though. Thank you for coming through. I'm glad you up. It was in the chat today. That's right. Epic New Carrot already. We'll give him.
You lose.
We'll give him another. You lose. How you gonna lose twice? You ain't supposed to be on board. But you out of here. We'll keep it spinning. And Stevie M is out of here. Game over for Mario and friends. We've done our last 6, I think. A quote from Homer Simpson. Dope. Oh man, Chris Mendez is out of here. Appreciate you, my brother. Stormtrooper, you hanging tough, my brother. Oh, I think I might curse you. Oh, why did I curse you? See, I didn't curse you. You survived. But Steve M, again, out of here. Steve M is out of here. His Twitch account is gone. We're done our final 4, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got going on. What we got? Oh, dang. You know what? I was about to say Ben's name, too. I said, nope, I'm not going to do it. I want to jinx him. But Ben,
You lose.
is out of here. All right. It says, let's go to some comments. It says, AST is going to win. Says Music Gaming. He says, my bet is on AST. All right. So we got Vic. Vic is in the building. AST and Stormtrooper. At least, somebody that is one of our regulars is going to win tonight. That is so good. Let's see who is the next loser. Oh, it is Vic.
You lose.
Vic is out of here. Good Lord. Have a good night, Vic, man. Thanks for playing with us, man. Nice to be in the final three, but there can only be one winner. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Please, drum roll, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, and our winner tonight is AST. Give it up for AST, ladies and gentlemen. Stormtrooper Doom, you are out of here tonight, and our winner tonight is AST. Stormtrooper, man, you came so close, my brother. So close. That's woo woo. AST, you know what you got to do. Send me that. Hey, Gamey Dad, where's my money? On Instagram, and I'll get that to you. And yes, right here. Listen, let me put this comment up. Muted Gaming said, "I told you I knew the future. Just call me Yoda from Star Wars. I can see the future." Yeah, you can't see the future with them big glasses you got. You should see everybody's future. Oh, that's funny. All right. So AST, just send me that message on Instagram, and we will get that right over to you. I hope you have, and everyone have a blessed week, man. Thank you for hanging out with me. I had a good time, as always. This is your boy Gaming Dad. We are live, and as I roll to E3, next week will be our predictions. Come to the chat with some predictions. We're doing predictions and news next week. It will be the week before E3 really starts to pop off, and I hope to have a good night. And I hope you guys have a good night as well. This is your boy Gaming Dad, and like always, you know what? Keep God first in everything you do. I'm a firm believer of that. Nowhere around it. As long as God is first, everything else will fall right into place. This is your boy Gaming Dad, and I am out. Peace. Shout out to AST with the gift win to one of my students. I will pick someone tomorrow. Thank you.